It's a frustrating feeling, isn't it? You hit your 60s, and suddenly, things just aren't working the way they used to. Energy levels dip. That stubborn belly fat seems to appear out of nowhere. Joints ache a bit more, and keeping your focus sharp feels like a real effort. You try to eat right, maybe grab a piece of fruit thinking it's the perfect healthy snack. After all, fruit is natural, full of vitamins. Good for you. Right. Well, what if I told you there's one seemingly innocent fruit that, for many men over 60, can actually be working against your health goals? It's not poison, of course, but consumed regularly, or in certain ways, it can make those struggles with energy, weight, and even blood sugar much harder. It's a surprising truth about a food we often see as undeniably healthy. In this video, we're going to uncover this potentially problematic fruit and, more importantly, talk about simple, practical ways you can make better food choices and adopt easy habits to reclaim your vitality, boost your energy, support your muscle mass, and feel genuinely better as you move through your 60s and beyond. You'll learn about building strength, supporting your digestion, and keeping your mind sharp, all by understanding how certain foods interact with your body at this stage of life. Stick with me until the end, because what you discover about this one particular fruit might just surprise you and give you a simple starting point for significant change. Now, to understand why a certain fruit can be less than ideal for men over 60, we first need to talk a little bit about what happens to our bodies as we get older, particularly with metabolism and blood sugar. As the years go by, our metabolism tends to slow down. We might not be as active as we once were, and this, combined with natural changes, means our bodies don't process sugars and carbohydrates quite as efficiently. When we eat foods high in simple sugars, whether it's from processed snacks or, yes, even certain fruits, those sugars hit our bloodstream pretty quickly. This causes a spike in blood sugar. In a younger person, the body is usually very effective at producing insulin to handle this spike, bringing blood sugar back down smoothly. But for men over 60, this process can become a bit less responsive. Insulin sensitivity can decrease, meaning the body has to work harder to clear the sugar from the blood. Over time, if these blood sugar spikes happen frequently, it can contribute to all sorts of problems that become more common as we age. We're talking about increased risk of type 2 diabetes, weight gain, especially around the middle, that stubborn belly fat we mentioned, higher levels of inflammation in the body which contributes to joint pain and other age-related issues, and even fluctuations in energy levels, that feeling of crashing after a meal. Many fruits contain natural sugars, which are packaged along with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. This is usually a good thing. The fiber helps slow down the absorption of sugar, leading to a more gradual rise in blood sugar compared to eating something with added sugar and no fiber. However, some fruits are significantly higher in sugar than others. And the type of sugar matters too, specifically the balance of fructose and glucose. While your body can handle these sugars in moderation, consuming high-sugar fruits frequently or in large portions, especially on their own, can still lead to undesirable blood sugar peaks if your system isn't as efficient at managing them. This is where the concept of the worst fruit comes in. It's not inherently bad, but its specific sugar profile and common consumption patterns can make it less suitable in excess for men in this age group who are already navigating metabolic changes. Beyond just blood sugar, maintaining muscle mass is absolutely crucial for men over 60, and diet plays a massive role here. You see, losing muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia, is a natural part of aging, but it can be significantly slowed down with the right approach. Muscle isn't just about strength, it's a metabolically active tissue. The more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns even at rest, which helps manage weight. Muscle also improves balance and reduces the risk of falls, keeps you active and independent, and even plays a role in insulin sensitivity. And guess what? Consuming too much sugar and easily digestible carbohydrates without enough protein can actually hinder your body's ability to build and maintain muscle. Your body needs building blocks, and those building blocks are protein. As we age, our bodies become a little less efficient at using protein to build muscle. So we actually need more of it than younger people do. So, while thinking about the fruit to potentially limit, it's equally important to think about the foods that support your health and counteract these aging processes. And high-quality protein is right at the top of that list. Aiming for a good source of protein at every meal is a game changer. This doesn't have to be complicated. Think about adding eggs to your breakfast. Maybe some Greek yogurt plain is best to avoid added sugars, lean meats, fish, beans, or lentils to your lunch and dinner. Even snacks can be opportunities for protein. A handful of nuts, a slice of cheese, or some edamame. Getting enough protein helps stimulate muscle protein synthesis. Essentially, the process your body uses to repair and build muscle fibers. It also helps you feel full and satisfied, which can prevent you from reaching for those less healthy, sugary snacks that cause blood sugar spikes. It's about shifting the balance on your plate. Instead of a large portion of a high-sugar fruit or refined carbs, make sure a significant part of your meal or snack is dedicated to protein. This simple switch can have a profound impact on your energy levels, your weight, and your ability to stay strong and active. Let's think about a typical breakfast. Many men over 60 might grab a bowl of cereal often high in refined carbs and sugar, maybe with a banana sliced on top. This is a recipe for a blood sugar spike followed by a crash. Instead, imagine starting your day with scrambled eggs and some vegetables, or a bowl of plain Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of nuts and a few berries. The protein and fiber in these options will keep your blood sugar stable, provide lasting energy, and contribute to that all-important muscle maintenance. Making these small, consistent choices throughout the day is key. It's not about drastic diets. It's about informed substitutions and ensuring you're giving your body the right fuel for the tasks it needs to perform as you get older. And keeping that blood sugar steady is one of the most important tasks, impacting everything from your mood and energy to your long-term health outcomes. So, while we're heading towards revealing that specific fruit, keep in mind that the solution isn't just avoiding one food, but building a foundation of health that supports your body's changing needs. Starting with something as fundamental as protein intake and blood sugar management, building on that idea of supporting your body's changing needs. Let's talk about another crucial component that works hand in hand with protein and blood sugar control: fiber. Fiber is like the unsung hero of healthy aging, especially for men over 60. We often think of fiber just for keeping things regular. And yes, it's fantastic for digestive health, which can become more sluggish with age. But fiber does so much more. When we talked about blood sugar spikes, fiber is one of the best tools nature provides to prevent them. Soluble fiber, the type found in oats, beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, and certain fruits and vegetables, dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance in your digestive tract. This gel slows down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing those sharp spikes and subsequent crashes. It helps keep your energy levels more stable throughout the day and improves insulin sensitivity over time. Insoluble fiber, found in whole grains, vegetables, and fruit skins, adds bulk to your stool, promoting regular bowel movements and preventing constipation. A common complaint in this age group. Getting enough fiber is also incredibly important for gut health. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, and maintaining a healthy balance of these microbes is linked to everything from digestion and nutrient absorption to immune function, mood, and even weight management. Fiber, particularly certain types called prebiotics, acts as food for the beneficial bacteria in your gut, helping them thrive. A healthy gut microbiome can improve digestion, reduce inflammation throughout the body, and even help your body absorb nutrients more effectively, including the protein you're eating for muscle maintenance. So, you see, it's all connected. When you eat a high-sugar food without much fiber, It can disrupt your gut balance and contribute to blood sugar roller coasters. When you focus on incorporating fiber-rich foods, you're supporting multiple systems in your body at once. Now, let's circle back to fruit for a moment. While some fruits are higher in sugar, they do contain fiber, which is a mitigating factor compared to, say, drinking fruit juice or eating a sugary candy bar. However, the amount of fiber can vary, and some fruits are simply much higher in sugar than others, outweighing the fiber's buffering effect to some extent, especially if eaten in large quantities. Think about berries, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. They are relatively lower in sugar compared to some other fruits and packed with fiber and antioxidants. A cup of raspberries has about 8 grams of fiber and only 5 grams of sugar. Compare that to a single banana, which we'll get to, which has about 3 grams of fiber, but around 14 to 15 grams of sugar. This difference matters when you're trying to manage blood sugar and overall sugar intake. Incorporating more lower sugar, high-fiber fruits like berries, apples with the skin, pears, and citrus fruits can be a much better strategy than relying heavily on fruits with a higher sugar load. Another crucial aspect for men over 60 is staying well hydrated. This might seem simple, but it's something many people overlook. As we age, our sense of thirst can diminish, making us less likely to drink enough water. Dehydration, even mild, can lead to fatigue, headaches, difficulty concentrating, and can make constipation worse. It also affects every metabolic process in your body. Water is needed to transport nutrients, including that all-important protein and fiber, throughout your body and to help remove waste products. Aiming for plenty of water throughout the day is fundamental. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. Sip water regularly. Herbal teas, and even sparkling water, can contribute to your hydration goals. Just be mindful of added sugars in flavored drinks. Thinking about incorporating these elements, sufficient protein, plenty of fiber, and good hydration, into your daily routine can seem like a lot, but it's about making gradual, sustainable changes. It's not about being perfect or eliminating entire food groups, except maybe those ultra-processed ones. It's about making informed choices most of the time. For instance, instead of having a sugary dessert after dinner, maybe have a small bowl of berries and a few almonds. Instead of a mid-afternoon snack that's just crackers, try an apple with a smear of nut butter or a small container of plain yogurt. These swaps add protein and fiber, keep you feeling satisfied, and prevent blood sugar crashes. They also provide essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support overall health and help combat inflammation. Another key concern for men over 60. Inflammation is linked to heart disease, arthritis, and even cognitive decline. Foods rich in antioxidants and healthy fats, like those found in colorful fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish, are powerful allies in reducing inflammation. This holistic approach, considering what you should be adding to your diet alongside what you might need to moderate, is the most effective way to improve your health and vitality as you get older. Now, let's bring it all together and finally address that one fruit we've been hinting at. Considering everything we've discussed, the importance of managing blood sugar, maintaining muscle mass with protein, supporting digestion with fiber, and keeping inflammation in check, there is indeed a very common fruit that, while having nutritional value, can be less ideal for men over 60, particularly when consumed regularly or in large amounts, because of its specific sugar profile and impact on blood sugar compared to other fruits. And that fruit is the banana. Now, hold on. Before you write off bananas forever, let's be clear. Bananas aren't inherently bad. They contain potassium, vitamin B6, vitamin C, and some fiber. However, compared to many other fruits, bananas are relatively high in sugar, particularly simple carbohydrates that are quickly converted to glucose in your body. A medium banana contains around 14–15 grams of sugar and only about 3 grams of fiber. This means that when you eat a banana, especially on its own, it can cause a more significant spike in blood sugar compared to, say, a cup of berries or an apple. For men over 60 whose insulin sensitivity might not be what it once was, this repeated blood sugar spiking can be problematic. Contributing to those issues, we discussed energy crashes, increased fat storage especially around the waist, and potentially increasing the risk or worsening existing metabolic conditions like prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Think about it in the context of a meal. If you have a banana with a high protein, high fiber breakfast like eggs and vegetables, the impact on your blood sugar will be much less dramatic because the protein and fiber slow down the sugar absorption. But if you just grab a banana on the go as a quick snack between meals, especially if you're sedentary, that sugar is hitting your bloodstream rapidly with little to buffer it. This is why, while a banana might be okay occasionally or as part of a balanced meal, relying on it as a go-to, everyday snack, or having multiple throughout the day might be working against your efforts to manage your weight, energy levels, and metabolic health. It's not the worst food in the world by any stretch, but in the context of optimizing health for men over 60, focusing on fruits lower in sugar and higher in fiber, like berries, apples, pears, and citrus, might be a better strategic choice for regular consumption. So, what's the takeaway from all this? It's not about fearing fruit. Fruit is a vital part of a healthy diet. It's about making informed choices based on your body's changing needs as you age. It's about understanding that while bananas offer nutrients, their higher sugar content relative to fiber can be a disadvantage for blood sugar control in older men compared to other fruit options. It's about prioritizing protein intake to preserve muscle mass, loading up on fiber from a variety of sources to keep your digestion smooth and blood sugar stable, staying well hydrated, and incorporating healthy fats to fight inflammation. It's the combination of these strategies that creates real, lasting improvements. Remember, small changes really do add up. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by swapping one high-sugar snack for a protein-rich or fiber-rich alternative. Try adding protein to your breakfast if you don't already. Make an effort to drink an extra glass of water each day. Choose berries or an apple over a banana more often than not, or pair that banana with some nuts or seeds to balance the sugar impact. These are simple, actionable steps that can make a profound difference in how you feel. Boosting your energy, improving your digestion, helping you manage your weight, and setting the stage for a healthier, more vibrant life. Taking control of your health in your 60s and beyond is absolutely within your reach. It's about making smart choices that align with your body's needs. You've got this. It's about feeling strong, staying active, and enjoying every moment. What's one small change you're going to make based on what we talked about today? Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. I love hearing from you. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a like. It really helps us reach more people who can benefit from it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for watching. And remember, your health is your greatest wealth. Keep making those positive choices.